It's working fine. How about yours? Here is the one thing. Last November, we were told that Americans need to break through the politics of fear, right? We didn't want to be ruled by the fear of global terrorism, fear of a third world war, or fear of a foreign army marching against us. We were told America was sick and tired of the eavesdropping of the jackbooted thugs in the Patriot Act. Big Brother, the Bush administration. He's listening to Grandma and her recipes, right? Checking all the libraries. The Bush administration did nothing to free us from the energy grip of foreign dictators or the lobbying efforts of big businesses. Through Dick Cheney's so-called emergency laws, the fascist state's grip started to tighten. But that is not what America said it wanted. So we did the quintessentially American thing. We voted the other way. We said, enough. Now on with the other guy. We're going to go to the other guy and put him in power. And now that that's happened, people are realizing, wait a minute, grass isn't any greener on the other side. In fact, it's the exact same color. Americans on both sides now are saying, hang on, haven't I seen this movie before? Enough! So now here we sit. We have the Tea Parties. We have the 9/12 Project. Today, have you seen TV? The G20 riots, they're all on TV. People throwing stuff through glass windows. It all proves that no matter what side of the aisle, the radicals with an agenda on the streets, or the mom or the dad who's a plumber going to the streets for the Tea Parties, people once again are feeling oppressed by an out-of-control state. We watch, day after day, as the problems that can and should be solved locally instead seem to be made worse, with 1,000-page bills and trillions of dollars spent. Public-private partnerships are created, or now new global treaties. So now the world has a different fear. Now we're afraid of the government growing larger. We're now afraid of the exact same things that I was called crazy for even just suggesting 2 years ago. Things like, oh, they're going to nationalize our banks. They're going to put the government in charge of private payrolls. They're going to move to nationalize our auto industry. And here's the one key word, using the word crisis to obtain the unprecedented power needed to make it all happen. It doesn't matter which administration we have in office. It all adds up to me now having to admit that I was wrong. Our government is not marching down the road towards communism or socialism. I was convinced for a long time we were headed towards socialism, that they were marching us to a brand of socialism we haven't seen for a while, maybe except in France. But now I have to tell you that they're not marching us that direction. They're marching us to a brand of non-violent fascism. Or to put it another way, they're marching us towards 1984. Big Brother, he's watching. They're controlling. They're telling you how to run your business, who to hire, who to fire, how much to pay them. They're controlling your life and suggesting now in the G20 and the UN even how to parent your own children. As thousands of protesters riot in the streets of London for anarchy, those inside are taking part in an even more dramatic demonstration that you're not seeing on television. They are going after the power that comes with creating a globally run financial system. So, what does it all mean? I think there are two things. One, like it or not, fascism is on the rise. And that doesn't mean the Adolf Hitler kind of fascism. It's fascism with a happy face. I'll explain the exact definition of fascism in a second, and it will boggle your mind. And the second thing it means is it's all an illusion. The minute you turn the lights on or peek behind the curtain, you see there ain't anything to Big Brother. It's all a game. It's all a stage. Big Brother ain't so big. The politics of fear used by the right and now by the left, just different fear, aren't really so scary when you turn the lights on and you face it. Because thanks to our founding fathers, They have no choice but to answer to us if we turn the lights on, if we hold them to our founding principles. But to do that, we have to empower ourselves. We have to read, we have to study, we have to learn it ourselves, and then we have to stand up, not with a gun, but with our voices, our minds, our hearts, together, left and right. The people who said fascism is coming under Bush, and the people who are saying fascism is coming under Obama. You're both right. Fascism is coming, unless we remind them that it is we, the people, who run this show. We need to raise our expectations from those in Washington. We need to demand more from our government in Washington. And until we do that, we will continue to get exactly what we deserve.